Okay, September 14th. Today in 1901, William McKinley died. McKinley was shot on September 6th by Leon Czolgosz, an anarchist. McKinley had been attending the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo and was in a receiving line greeting well-wishers, and Leon Czolgosz walked up with a bandaged hand that basically the hand had a gun in it. And so when he got close to William McKinley, he shot him twice. McKinley survived for a few days. They thought he was going to make it. Theodore Roosevelt was contacted, so Roosevelt had been on vacation in New York, so he traveled out to Buffalo to be there. And then when it seemed like McKinley was going to recover, Roosevelt did some more hiking, did some more vacationing, and then when McKinley died, Roosevelt went back to Buffalo and was inaugurated at the house of a friend in a very quiet ceremony out of respect for the family. So one of the interesting things here is, I'm not going to use the word ironic, but one of the things that was being displayed there at the Pan American Exposition was the first X-ray machine that they could have used to identify where the bullet was at. And then the other thing that was going on at the time was in Europe, they had already kind of come to the conclusion that you needed to clean your instruments, sterilize your instruments, wash your hands, and all of these when you're treating wounds like this. And the American doctors knew about this practice in Europe, but decided that they weren't going to try something new and radical on the president. So he eventually died from infections based on the treatment he received for the wounds that he received. So just a couple of things. McKinley was also the first president to ride in a motorized vehicle. Unfortunately, it was the ambulance that took him from the Pan American Exposition to where he eventually died. So that's what happened today in 1901. I'll see you tomorrow.